Hello viewers, I'm back on Forza Horizon 3. Oh yes, we have the Hot Wheels expansion coming out very soon. Let's get back into the swing of things, shall we? I'm driving the Porsche 918 up in S2 class. Let's see how this carnage-filled game goes. I mean, it's always been a bit of a mess online, and I have no doubts that is going to continue. This Koenigsegg is just going to force off this Porsche, and I'm just going to get rammed into the wall as we head towards the next checkpoint at, well, perpendicular. And this guy's going to come flying in at the side. I mean, welcome back to Horizon 3, I guess. These guys aren't going easy on me at all. No messing about here. And they're coming through this tight and twisty section. Get absolutely banged on, mate. I mean, that is pure ownage right there. Pinned him against the wall in the Koenigsegg. I'm just going to push him on there. Overtake 3 people. Is it going to be 4? Yes, it is. Not quite. Mercedes is going in ahead into this chicane. I can see that he's taking a bad line in on the exit. Look at that. Absolutely pulverised him. Going past this other Porsche up into 6th position. Well, actually now 4th. Not too bad. We were towards the back at the start of this race, and he's almost pushed me there, and I almost missed that checkpoint. So very close. And you know how bad it is if you miss a checkpoint. You go back about 2,000 years into the past. You have absolutely no chance of winning that race. Pushing my luck here over the grass. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Somehow I'm just pulling it off. And we're coming up to 3rd place here. Is that a Zonda? Can't quite see. It was a LaFerrari. Into, looks like the last corner is a Zonda, I think. And then we have a long straight, and turns out that this car isn't quite good enough down the long straights. Fairly quick, but not as quick as these other cars. So there's that first race done. Welcome back to Horizon 3, I guess. And this is what I like to do in my Porsche 918 that I have in real life. I actually do this. It's actually pretty realistic, Horizon 3. I actually do that for real. Jump over massive sand dunes. And then as we come here, just, well, RIP Super GT. Going to just drop down into this tunnel casually. So, I mean, that's my life over. Let's get on with the race then. Whoever voted for driving in the Outback in S2 class, oh my god. Most of us voted for Asphalt, but Outback it was then. So let's do it. Let's see how this goes. I'm guessing not very well. You do want an off-road car really for the Outback, but we're just going to give it a try. Let's see if the German power of Porsche can do any work around these massive sand dunes. Let's see. Look at this, going over the side of it. Might as well minimise the time in the air if you can. Going to catch up to... Oh, just about... Are we going to get that? Yes, looks like we are. So, as I say, you don't want to miss those checkpoints, because you will be sent back to the past many, many years. And your race will effectively be over. Catching up to the Zonda, going nicely sideways there through the last turn. And we're going to come across the line to complete lap number 1. And then we're just going to go into this corner a little bit too hard. I mean, check this out. I mean, who the hell put that bloody window at the top of that? At least, if you're going to close that, move it all the way up to the top. And, well, clearly went over that too quickly and absolutely annihilated myself. There's a lesson learnt. Don't do that again. Catching up, well, I mean, this is what I was saying earlier about you want the off-road cars, really. The SUVs, big vehicles, they do actually work. They've programmed it so they actually work, you know. It's actually worth using these bigger cars for the off-road stuff. Last corner then, we're going to finish 2nd. I mean, not too bad, I guess, given that I did clatter myself into a window. And there we go, finish line done. Next race, this is going to be an absolute mess. It's one of those figures of 8, 8, 8. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so many crossovers. It's more like a Hot Wheels kind of little figurine track. And we're just going to get pushed wide of the checkpoint here. And it just takes about 5 years for the message to come up that you missed the checkpoint. And it takes another 5 years for the countdown to go down. And then it takes another 30,000 years for you to actually respawn. So yeah, I'm in about the year I don't know, about 80 billion BC right now. So I'm well behind the leader and have little chance of winning this race. But let's see what we can do. We are in 6th position actually, yeah. So it looks like that 6th position rule actually carries over into Horizon 3. And then this guy's just going to push me into this bloody wall. Nice work, mate. Thank you very much for that. And then coming up to the final turn, I believe this is. And, well, I'm not actually going to turn. So, well, FML right now. I'm just going to have to do a massive turn. Come all the way back. There is a button to reset, but I'm too lazy to work out what it is. So I've just lost a lot more time there. I'm even further in the past than I was at the start of the race. Not good news. So we're going to try and catch up with this guy in the P1. He's coming through these checkpoints for the second time. Going to go over this jump. He's just going to nudge me wide. And I'm not quite going to miss the checkpoint, but I am going to lose even more time there. My driving is absolute... It's just an absolute shambles. Goodbye, Audi. But yeah, it's an absolute mess. I really do need to get back into the swing of things before the Hot Wheels pack comes back, because I can imagine that being absolute carnage. I must learn to embrace the chaos now before the Hot Wheels pack comes out, because I can imagine that being absolute shambles. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really good fun. Hot Wheels is going to be amazing, I think. The racing around that, I can imagine it being very, very fun indeed. But I must learn to get back into this game right now before that date, which is May the 9th. We're coming up to it very closely. And, well, we're going to battle with this P1 once again. I'm going to go around the outside. Is he going to nudge me wide? Let's see. No, not this time. Thank you very much. It'd be nice to actually get to the finish. Almost missed that checkpoint. I'm not learning my lesson, guys. I'm not learning my lesson. Need to be a bit more careful. I'm going to go through the centre of that checkpoint. Play a bit safer. Come around the final turn. Going to finish 4th. I mean, the fact that I finished 4th there is... Well, it just highlights how bad a lot of people are, really. Or the fact that probably everyone missed checkpoints as well. Somehow I'm 2nd in the XP board after all that. And, well, this is the kind of proof that you need an off-road car, especially on this proper off-road stuff. The car's just going to do a 180 spin for no real reason, really. That really messed me up. Still in 3rd at that moment. And then as we come up to the end here, this is something I don't miss about Horizon, or playing Horizon. It's just all the random flips that you get. That kind of confirms that you do need an off-road, bouncy, spongy car which can handle the big jumps. And then coming up this hill, it's the last corner on the track. And I'm just going to miss the checkpoint, going a little bit too hot. But then look at this, I'm going to come back, and then this opponent is going to push me through, and I've actually stopped a person off the other team from coming through there. So I'm on the blue team, he was on the red team. And we're going to come through to finish 3rd ahead of him. And we're going to win by 50 points, which is the smallest amount you can win by. So that tactic actually worked really well. Coming through the checkpoint backwards to stop your opponent. Risky, but it worked. And we go to the final race here. It's the sun's just starting to set, so visibility is going to become very low. I'm on pole position, so hopefully I can pull away here, extend my lead, and get to the finish line uninterrupted. That would be very nice, wouldn't it? Without anyone ramming me into the trees or bridges or whatever. But usually my biggest opponent is myself. As we're going to come over this jump, I'm just going to get an unlucky bounce and just go off to the right, which is the wrong way. I need to go to the left there, because that's where the checkpoint was. So again, losing about 4 billion years going back. And then, well, coming out of this jump, I completely missed the checkpoint. Yeah, that moment where you've just realised you've gone over a jump and you can do absolutely nothing. And then this moment, well, there was a choice there. I could have just not gone over that jump, gone to the side of it. So there's a tip for you. If you have a choice of going over a jump or not going over the jump, then just don't go over it, because you will save yourself a lot of effort. Perhaps you'll get more XP if you pull it off a nice jump, but it can absolutely mess you up, as it just did there. So we're going to have to battle this Audi to the end. I'm going to let him go, cut back on him on the exit, just push him wide, give him a bit of a nudge, Horizon style that is, back up into 4th place, take that Quattro. Who needs off-road Quattro when you can just be Super GT in a Porsche 918? There we go, guys. That's going to wrap it up. Finishing 4th. It was quite a disastrous event overall. Did somehow finish 2nd, I think, overall, but not too bad, given that I was very rusty. But there you go. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Do let me know your thoughts, And if you'd like to see me do more Horizon 3, well, I will be doing a live stream definitely on the Hot Wheels pack and plenty of videos on it too. So do check out those. Subscribe for more, hit the like button, and I shall see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.